What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is up? They went from the 4th level of hell and sent us down to the 7th level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the Three Kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hey. What is going on? What is up, people? What is up? Listen, we're here with yet another interview from Real Life and Philanthropy. We're going to have a good time today, y'all. We're going to have a good time. We got a newbie over here, fresh and new. We get to, pop that cherry, break their virginity, all of that good stuff. Listen, we're here for it, here for all of it. Yeah, so y'all lay around for it, get ready. I hope he is prepared for all that is about to happen, because we're about to get into some things of the things and talk about the things he should know before I bring him up here, that anything that we do will become show fodder. People will use what you say on this good interview at the reunion or in videos and stuff like that. People will use it, so just know. Anyway, so without further ado, let me bring up none other than from the cast of Real Life and Philanthropy, none other than Mr. Nard. All right, sir, how are you?
What's up?
Oh, sounds like you went down a couple octaves on that. I see you. I hear you. You had to put on the little bass. You had to go down like an octave.
I got it anyway. So I just want the people to hear me so I can be heard. so they get words mixed up.
Oh, they can hear you. Trust and believe they can and will hear you. No issue there. So, all right. So we got to start off. Now, I always start with I call it the Jack the Grinder intro. Just the intro stuff that people want to know up front. Name, how old you are, where you live, height, weight, dick size. Go ahead, give it to us.
Okay, of course, my name is DeNard. I'm originally from Alabama. I'm living in Atlanta. I am 35. I just had a birthday on Saturday. My everyday job, I'm a department manager at H&M.
I can come and get some discounts.
We'll see about that.
You probably won't give me any discounts after my review. They say I'm horrible, even though I think I'm nice. I just realized two of the clips from the intro is from Real Life Philanthropy. But go ahead. Height, weight, dick size, all of that stuff. Shoe size. Somebody might want to buy you some shoes. I don't know.
6'4" stallion. 165. I'm not giving y'all my dick size.
Oh.
And my shoe size, I wear 11.
The people probably gonna let us know your dick size anyway. They don't mind telling people business. They do not mind. I might already have those information, but I'm not gonna give up my information that I already have. I does my homework.
Do your homework. To the people out there, do your homework.
I do my homework. I find some people, instead of wanting to give dick size, they want to give the size of they hip measurement, so you know how big their ass is, because they don't want you to know what they got going on over there. They selling ass, not dick. I'm not telling what the people tell me. I'm just telling you what we get over here. What we get. So you say you're from Alabama. And I'm gonna tell y'all, he says he has not watched my interviews. So he get my interviews or my reviews. So he's real raw, real fresh. And I'm the nice reviewer, though. I am real nice. I don't bother nobody. I say all nice things. I'm real easygoing and real laid back. I don't bother nobody. I just call it like I sees it. Call it like I sees it. That's it.
I believe.
What?
I'm excited.
Oh, let me get this out of the way because somebody gonna want to know: are you single? Because somebody gonna ask. I'm just.
Let's define single. Am I dating? Yes.
Are you in a monogamous relationship?
No.
So you dating, but you ain't hooked up. Okay, he's still available. Just so the people don't. That's what the people be wanting to know that. I mean, can they still find you on Sniffy's Jacked and Grinder?
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh, dear God. Anyway, so what should we know? You are new. What do we need to know about Nard coming in? Since you're brand new, we don't know anything. What do we need to know about you?
I would say I'm gonna bring a lot of different looks, a lot of different personalities. I have a unique style, so it's gonna be something fresh. I dib and dab into fashion. I model, so you'll get to see like some behind the scenes stuff. You'll get to see me like working with other B cast members. You know, along with some A cast members as well. You'll get to see me like styling them coming to my job. Like you'll get to see a lot of stuff. You'll get to see like what I do and what I'm invested in.
So, are you about the real life or are you about the philanthropy?
Right now it's giving real life. I do have in works a nonprofit. I won't speak on it too soon just yet, but they'll have to stay tuned and see. I'm new to the city and I'm new to this cast, so like.
How long have you been here?
I've lived in Atlanta for 3 years, but this is the first time I've ever like been on a reality show. So all this is new for me. I'm not camera shy.
What does that mean? You're not camera shy. You got an OnlyFans or something?
No. It's just no. It's just because like I do like photo shoots. I've modeled, I did runway and things like that. So, and I also like somewhat kind of like building like a brand on my Instagram and stuff like that. So like I dib and dab in fashion, and like I feel like I'm like an influencer, you know, I'm inspiring. So like and I'll be styling some of the girls. You know, I have a lot of friends that do music out here too. So like I style them for like their events and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm pretty much an all around person, but I'm not camera shy, and yeah, I mean, you'll just have to wait and see. I don't want to spill too much about who I am and what I do. You know,
God, what are you hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I don't have nothing to hide. But I don't do OnlyFans. I don't create content like that. Let me just.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know. Not that you know of. You know the people you go for a good bust down. They have a hidden camera. And next thing you know, you on OnlyFans. What happened? Your audio went out.
I'm sorry. I said I need to pay for that.
Oh, oh. Well, have you watched the show from the beginning, or did you not watch the show at all, and you just came in and said, "I am who I am"?
I did watch the show. Season one, I knew a couple people. I don't know like Roshane. I don't know all them girls. Season two is when I really like start diving into the show. Me and Todd Valentino is really close. Me and Devontae is close. So I know girls that have like graced this platform. So yeah, I've seen them girls in action. So midway through season one, beginning of season two, that's where I would say I kind of chimed in.
Well, from what you saw from season one and season two, I ain't talking about season three yet. We
Okay.
just in season one and season two so far. Who you saw it for and who you just didn't see it for?
Who I saw for between season one and season two.
And who
Um,
you didn't see it for. Don't forget that part.
um, I definitely saw it for Top Latino. I felt like that was
Hold on. I think your audio went out again. Hold on. Nard, hold on. Your audio. Make sure you're not muted on your end. It doesn't say you're muted, but I couldn't hear you. I still can't hear you. Go out and come back in. Yeah, I can't hear you. You may have to go out and come back in. Can y'all hear him? Maybe it's just me. Yeah, go all the way out and then come all the way back in. Maybe it's me. We'll see. They can't hear you either. Yeah, drop down, drop all the way out, and then come all the way back in. He's having technical difficulties. We'll wait on him. You know, internet in the great city of Atlanta just ain't shit. Trust me, I know. It ain't shit. Especially if you got like Comcast, Xfinity, they really ain't shit. Shit. Okay. Anyway, because we're gonna get into some things. We got some questions. We got questions. We need answers. We need answers. We need answers. Shit. Hey, y'all tell me in the chat what y'all want to know. Jason said, "Do you got hands?" I'm gonna ask him if he got hands. I think I already saw him in the scene fighting. Mm, I don't be understanding why the people be wanting to fight and carry on. Listen, I can't be fighting. Now I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk my shit, but I ain't gonna put my hands on nobody, and nobody should put their hands on me. I'm just saying. I'm too old to be fighting. Fighting and carrying on. I just call the police. Go to jail. I had a type of time. I have a career. you know, when you have careers and you have responsibilities, go, I can't be going to jail. Jail. Oh no. Hey Darion. Hey Lemon Kush. Okay, that's him. All right, we can hear you now.
Oh my God, sorry about that. I got other people calling me,
Mm.
texts and shit.
Oh, you got to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That's what I
Yeah,
usually do.
don't do not disturb.
So you was telling me who you don't see it for from the show. Who all you don't see it for? Well, we know you don't see it for Malik because you was fighting him.
No, I don't see it for her. Never saw it for her.
You was trying to fight Mama in teaser. God, child, why you don't like Malik? What's your problem with him?
You want to talk about that right now?
Why not? We here.
Okay. So
No
so
time but the present.
I don't really know of Malik like that. Like he's from Alabama. I do know that. However, just to sum it up, Malik is somebody that carried a bone that should not have been carried, and kind of like twist some things up to make it seem like something happened that didn't happen. And it involved my relationship.
I thought you were single.
I am single now.
Oh, so you broke up with the person.
Yeah, but that was like earlier this year. I've been
Did you
single.
break up with them because of Malik?
No, 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 no.
Y'all were already broken up.
So we were broken up. I ended my relationship back in April of this year. The fight happened. That scene that was filmed like a year ago.
Mm.
Yeah, that was filmed a year. Production, let me know if I'm saying too much, but yeah, that was filmed a year ago. And my relationship ended back in April, and it had to
Mm.
do with Malik or real life and philanthropy at all. It was like personal stuff and stuff that was going on at home. So I do want to clear that up because I don't want people to see it and be like, oh, they broke up because of Malik. Malik had nothing to do.
I'm glad you cleared that up. Darion is in the chat and he said you ain't finished saying who you saw it for in the previous season. He's waiting for you to say you saw it for him. That's what he's saying.
Darion,
He's waiting for you to say you saw it for him because he made sure that I knew you ain't finished saying who you saw it for in the
but
previous season.
Darion, I mean, you asked me who I saw it for. I of course, like everybody that's on the show this season, like you guys are here because I guess you guys are working. Let me say that. The people that I really did see it for during season 2, because I just met Darion this season. I didn't know Darion. My other friends were a part of season 1 and 2. So
No,
I
you said your friends were Ty and Devontae. They weren't in season 1. They were in season
well
2.
season
Yeah.
2, Ty and Devontae, season 2. If I had to go back to season 1, then I would say shit, I only knew Darion from season 1, and a little bit.
Darion wasn't in season 1. He was in season 2.
See, I don't know.
Season 1 was
Jamie. Season 1 was
Malik, Jamie, Gerald. What's the other boy who I couldn't stand? Oh, Jerome,
wrong.
Apollo, the other little quiet, heavy set guy, dark skin. I can't think of his name. He never talked, but everybody claimed they couldn't stand him. What was that guy name?
So if I had to see it for
Kwanzaa is go back to season 1.
if I had to go back to season 1 on Teddy, I would say Kwanzaa.
Okay. Kwanzaa has been the same person all 3 seasons. Well, I ain't seen season 3.
Always person.
She, as far as I've seen for the first 2 seasons, she has not changed. She's been the same Kwanzaa. The same.
Even this season, she was the same. So yeah,
That's good.
I've
Well,
seen if I could say like if I could draw a timeline of somebody transitioning from like season 1 to season 3, I would say Kwanzaa has the most consistent transition. like you get to see like a lot of her, and she get to show you like her personality, like what she do, and like she don't sugarcoat shit. She's consistent through, you know what I'm saying? Every time the camera comes on, every time the red light goes on, she's consistent. Like she's not going to like sugarcoat how she feels. She's not going to switch it up. She's going to let you know like whether you went wrong or went right, you know? So I would say her trend, just seeing her like from season 1 to now, I do see growth, and I've seen her grow, and like just getting to know.
Okay.
I've seen a beautiful path for her.
Okay. Is Malik the only person you don't see it for?
No, it's a couple girls I don't see it for.
Some girls you don't see it for.
I didn't see it for Apollo. Bryson.
What's the problem with Apollo?
I don't have an issue with Apollo. It was something petty that happened like during the process of us like getting promo material and stuff together. And he took something I said personal when I was just basically having an opinion because I am into fashion. I didn't like his idea, and he took it the wrong way and ran with it. I'll just leave that.
What about Bryson? Why you don't like Bryson?
Because I feel like Bryson is the person to judge somebody before actually getting to know them. And he did that to me not knowing who I was. And he thought it was. So I'll just leave it there.
Well, let me ask you this. What do people assume about you up front that they get wrong?
I'm stuck up. I'm an asshole. I'm mean. I'm none of the above. Yeah, that's basically what Bryson said. Bryson said I was stuck up. Darian can attest to that. He was the one that came back and told me. But
Start carrying bones again. Darian, you still carrying bones.
But no, Bryson, we're cool. I don't have an issue with Bryson. It's just, you know, I'm all for like if you don't know me, get to know me and don't judge me by what you see. Yeah, I got a resting bitch face, but you didn't say 2 words to me when we first, you know, met. So it was like when I heard what he said, I was just like, okay, he don't even know me. So why do he have so
Now, knowing that you claim to have a resting bitch face, when you know that about yourself up front, shouldn't it be your responsibility sometimes to go out and, you know, if you know up front, maybe just from your demeanor, where you look, people go assume that you're mean, that you're, you know, an asshole, and you get into a new group of individuals, shouldn't it be as the new person your responsibility to go out and, you know, try to be nice, gregarious, cordial, you know, try to, you know, be friendly to people up front so they don't get that assumption that you are this bitch?
Of course, I definitely agree with you. However, when I first met Bryson, we were in a group setting, and nobody else felt that way. So that tells you something. I don't know if it was like intimidation or what it was, but like honestly, when I first met the group, I came there with pure intentions to get to know everybody. You know, whether we became friends on the show or outside the show. Like I had really pure intentions, and you will see that when the show airs, me having a conversation with Jamie about it, me having a conversation with Darian about it, you know, because those were the first people I kind of like met. And then like, you know, like I said, when we did get I gave everybody the same thing. I didn't treat anybody different because I didn't know any of them. You get what I'm saying? So it was just like, okay, I'm going into this group with an open mind, an open heart, and I'm gonna let you girls in, but I'm not gonna give you guys too much because I don't really know you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why he felt like that. Bryson was also drunk when I first met him.
I
So
mean, that's a lot.
I'm
He's drunk a lot of the time. So
on the alcohol, but like I said, Bryson, everybody else was welcoming and, you know, showing love with open arms and stuff like that. And he was not. And I'm not the only newbie on the show. So I'm pretty sure Taiwan probably felt the same way. You know what I'm saying? Other people, B-roll members that were at the event probably felt the same way. But like, you know, like I said, I moved past that. We've had our issue, and you guys will see that, you know, how I address the situation and how we kind of like tackle that little segment, that little piece.
Well, let me ask you this question. Did you break up with your boyfriend before production ended or after production ended?
Before production ended. Wait.
Okay.
No, it was after production ended because we was done. We was done filming back in February, I think, or something like that.
Okay. So with that being said, does most of your storyline or interactions involve discussions about you and your boyfriend?
There is a big piece of that. My storyline was to showcase what I do and to kind of like reach out to the girls and get to know the girls that already have their nonprofits established and kind of like use them to like build, you know what I'm saying, start like my foundation. So that was what I wanted to give. However, it became twisted all up and my relationship got thrown into the show.
Did your boyfriend know people on the cast?
He knew one person on the cast.
Interesting. Interesting.
And you'll
Does he
see
does
how
he
they,
ever come on camera?
you said what?
Does he ever come on camera?
He does come on camera. He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, what what do you know now now that the show is about to get underway, now that filming is done, the show is about to get underway. What do you know now that you wish you knew coming in?
To not allow people to I don't know. The only thing I say was having him around film with me. I know not to do that no more because it becomes like a messy, sticky situation. Um, Especially for somebody who don't have shit going for themselves and somebody who's back home in Alabama but wants to be here in Atlanta and not here in Atlanta.
Oh, he wasn't living here?
Who, Malik? No, Malik doesn't live here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your boyfriend. That's why I thought you were talking about your
No,
boyfriend.
I said just to eliminate him. Like I wouldn't bring somebody that I'm dating or in a relationship with on the platform ever again, just because it became such a messy, sticky situation. And to this day, I still don't know how it got started, who actually said what. And you know, I know bits and pieces, but it went on for the whole entire season and they drug it out the whole entire season, you know, and I didn't want to film about it no more, but it was like we had to because you guys were gonna like be confused as hell because if I didn't do it anymore, like y'all would be left wondering like what the fuck happened, you know, or what happened with him, you know, are they still together? Like how did he end up with this person? How did he end up filming with this person? So for me, I would say coming onto something like this, I would just bring me and what I do versus like trying to show a little bit of my personal lifestyle. I would kind of try to keep that separate from like what I want to be shown on camera.
Let me ask you this. I saw a comment. I don't know if you saw it, but I saw it on, I don't know what it was on something, some type of promo. But the comment stated that, oh, he's just a pretty face. And what do you say to people who may think that you don't have anything to offer the show except for a pretty face?
They'll just have to wait and see because there's more to the pretty face than just a pretty face. I feel like I brought a lot of flavor to this season.
Flavor.
I mean, what I mean by flavor, like my style, like you really haven't had any girls on on the show to like be involved in like something artistic and something, you know what I'm saying, like kind of like an influence in the fashion world. to me, like, yes, Jamie has his nonprofit, love what Jamie does. Darion has his nonprofit, love what Darion does. Tawan has his nonprofit, love what they do. I've supported each of them like individually and collectively as a group. However, I think for me, just because I dress a certain way and like I said, I'm into fashion and you'll get to see all of that. Like I do have more to offer because like I even tried to like be a lending hand to certain cast members on this season to kind of like help them elevate their looks because they reached out to me about certain things, you know, and wanting to like dress different and kind of tap into like their selves, you know what I'm saying? Like who they really are and be confident in it. And I feel like when people see me and people see like how confident I am, whether I'm wearing a motherfucking skirt, whether I'm wearing motherfucking makeup on my face, it doesn't matter. Like I'm confident in being who I am, and that says a lot more than just a pretty face. Yes, my skin is pretty, but like I have flaws and people don't know that, but they will get to see that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I do more than just have a pretty face. Like, you know, I want to like help other people. And when I say help other people, I mean by like the people in our community, the younger generation that's coming up. Like I struggle with self-identity for a long time, and a lot of people don't know that. Like trying to identify like these different lifestyles that, you know, I was going through in these different phases of my life. I wasn't always gay, quote unquote. You know, I wasn't always into male. You know, I dated females, and you know, I've experienced. Let me just say that I've experienced.
So
And
when did you start that journey of learning of self disclosure or self actualization about, well, how do you identify? Let me ask that first.
oh, I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay male. I'm gay.
Gay, 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 gay.
Yeah, gay, 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 gay. To the GA.
Um, and so when did you come into the realization that that's how you identify? And how did that happen? What's the story?
um, it was my undergrad year, freshman year in college.
Where'd you go?
I started out at Alabama State University in Montgomery.
Oh,
And
the
then
girls are there. The girls are all up in there.
yeah, so that was like my very, very first experience of like ever like dealing with a boy, um, trying to figure out like if there's something I really like, um, you know, and still trying to like I wouldn't say like hide who I was, but like I wasn't comfortable because like I had friends and you know I had other people that I felt like I had to like put up this facade and just be like, you know, hide behind who I really was. And it shadowed a lot for me. Like it shadowed a lot of opportunities. It shadowed like a lot. Like I lost friends, you know what I'm saying? I gained friends. Um, it was a hard transition for me. It was a hard time. And I would say I didn't even go back to Alabama State after my freshman year. Like I set out for a whole year and just worked because I really didn't know like what I wanted to do, and like it was just so overwhelming to like not know where I want to go in life, and being at such a young age, not knowing like who I can depend on, you know, and I didn't really have a mentor. I didn't really have anybody to guide me. My mother was a single parent. She raised 3 boys, you know, and I grew up without a father figure in my life. So for me, it was like, yeah, I had my mom and my grandma who like kind of like raised us and molded us to be like respectful men in the world and, you know, be independent and not depend on nobody else. Of course, like along the way, like, you know, there were a lot of stones thrown at me and a lot of hardships I had to get through to get to where I am today. So it's just to say like, I want to be that voice to let people know who's going through the same thing I went through at such a young age, not being able to identify your sexuality or who you want, or knowing what you want and still hiding behind that shadow because you afraid that the world is not going to perceive you or they're going to look at you different. I want to be that person to do that. And that's part of what my nonprofit is going to be about, once Jamie and Darian, get me to where I need to be. But yeah, I want to be that. I want to be that influencer, that inspo, that motivation, whatever that young person, the young person who identifies how I identified as. I want to be that for them, that voice, that uplifting voice in that person.
Let me ask you this. You talked about what makes you unique is you being comfortable in your own skin and you being, real confident in who you are. But then you just talked about when you first started realizing, what was going on, it was a complete opposite. When did that change? Like what happened, or was there an incident? Was there a situation, or did it just gradually happen over time? When did that change where there was you changing from not being comfortable in your own skin to being this confident person who some people may even call arrogant at this point? But this confident person that just stands on his own.
I would definitely have to say it changed for me after graduating college, realizing that um, I am the oldest of my mom's children, and um, my brothers, they looked up to me. They supported me a lot. They encouraged me a lot. My family, my mom herself, like when I came out to my mom, yes, it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking to a lot of family members, but to know that I had like really strong Black women standing beside me and pushing me and letting me know that they didn't love me any different and the love was unconditional, like that helped me out a lot, because like I said, I came from a small town in Alabama, not in the city, West Alabama. So country. I've grown up, hunting, fishing, riding horses and things like that. So um all of that kind of like, I guess, just my upbringing and like having such a strong family dynamic kind of like helped build that confidence. But also I joined a fashion house back at UA because I eventually ended up going back to school. I went to the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, where I graduated from. I joined the fashion house. I then immediately switched my major from marketing to fashion design and fashion retail. So I got into like modeling, and like people would always tell me, "Oh, you have such a nice figure. You can photograph really well. You look like a model." I kept hearing that a lot. Even like my mom's clients and stuff, they would like, people back home would tell me that, like, "You ever thought about modeling? You ever thought about doing this? Like, you could probably go here. You could probably go there." But me not being confident and knowing that I can do these things, I'm like, what the hell y'all people see in me that I don't even see in myself?
Hmm,
So
interesting.
um being a part of that fashion house and being around people who are just like me kind of like helped me grow and evolve. And to this day, like, I don't feel like I would have tapped into fashion and modeling if I had not walked through those doors at that audition for that, to be a part of that fashion house. I don't feel like I would be here today. And like those people at UA, we were not just a fashion house, we were a family. We were like doing things on campus, doing things for the community in Tuscaloosa, giving back to younger people, fashion shows, like, just like out of nowhere, just to kind of show people, hey, this is what we're doing. We're out here, we're supporting the community, and we're taking donations. Whatever you want to do, we're giving back to the community to let the people know, like, hey, we're not just paying all this money to go to school at UA. We're not just going to class every day. Like, we're trying to like uplift the community, because there was a lot of a lot of times in Tuscaloosa where we were dealing with a lot of stuff on campus. You know, we had, like, I was at a PWI, so like being at a predominant white institution, like that's big for a Black fashion house to come on campus and set such a name for themselves at such a big university. So like we were known around campus. We were not just a face. We were an organization just like any other Greek organization, a non-Greek organization on that campus. So I think being a part of that kind of like helped me build that confidence. When I got out of school and I graduated, I was like a rocket. I was eager. I was hungry. Like I wanted to like model more. I wanted to like be in a part of like all these different fashion shows, and like I was sending people audition tapes, and you know I was published in a magazine and all this type of stuff. So like everything was just happening so fast, and I think that kind of like just helped me become like this confident person. Just be like, hey, you can do this. You know, people been telling you this for the longest, but now you're actually seeing it happen. Make this work for you. Like, use this. This is what you're good at doing, you know, and whether they like it or not, like you love what you do for yourself. And I think that's where all of that came from, and that's why, and that's how I became the person I am today, and that's why I stand 10 toes down everything I say. And whether people like it or not, they call me arrogant, stuck up, selfish. Like those are just words to me, you know. Until you really know my history and know my story, like you can't judge me, you know. So that's why I tell people, like, don't judge a book by its cover. Read the book first.
Okay. Tell me about this idea you have for your nonprofit for the philanthropy.
So the idea that I have is to kind of like, it's not really giving clothes, but it's kind of like styling like the middle age, like people from anywhere between like ninth and 12th grade of high school. So I would just say like around teenagers, like, because that's when I really started like wanting to dress myself, you know, and you know, even though my parents would still buy my clothes, my mom would still buy my clothes, it was like I would tell her, oh, I don't like that, you know, or I don't want to wear that, you know, or, and even though it's not my money, it's her money, it's just like it was a certain look I wanted to have in a certain way I wanted to dress. And I know now people are like really like going through like hard times, especially people that don't really have like a mother or father. You know, some people have lost both parents along the way. So I just want to be that person to be like able to donate clothes, whether it be labels, non-labels, you know, just give back to the community. Also, our LGBT people out there, like help them along the way. You know, we have a lot of people that are transitioning. We have some that, you know, are homeless and things like that. So I want to be like that person to kind of give somebody a coat, you know, whether you need it or not, or just to make somebody feel good, look beautiful, you know, because they probably been struggling, you know, with their self-identity. And like me, somebody who didn't believe in themselves, they just need somebody to tell them, hey, I believe in you. You can do it. You can dress how you want to dress. You don't have to have all this money to go out and buy Gucci, Prada, Fendi, all that. Like, you can go to the thrift store. You can go to Ross. You can go to Rainbow. You can go to all these different little retail stores and grab you a piece or two and make it work for you. As long as you're confident in doing it, that's all that matters. And I just want to instill that, make people look beautiful, make people feel good. So that's what my nonprofit is going to be about: making people feel good, making people feel confident, beautiful. Our younger generation, you guys, if y'all are watching this and y'all are out there like not knowing which way to go and struggling with your self-identity and want to tap into fashion, and people are telling you, oh, you can't be into fashion. That's a gay thing. And, you know, they had that stigma for a long time. Like, people that was in fashion, where do balloons come from?
I have no idea. Like I'm sure. Hey, you see how I'm looking? Like
But, you know, they gave that stigma on the fashion industry that because there were homosexuals working in that industry, they made it seem like, oh, that was only for gay people. You know, now you got straight men wearing kilts and look at Dwayne Wade and, you know, LeBron James. Like, all these people are like tapping into their inner self. We didn't have that back in the day. You know, you wouldn't catch my damn uncle out with no motherfucking kilt on, you know, back in the day. So now, like, we're breaking down barriers, we're breaking all the rules, we're letting people live comfortable and be who they want to be. And that's what I want it to be about. That's what I want my nonprofit to be about: uplifting our community, letting people be who they want to be and not feel judged.
Okay. Happy belated 35th birthday. Maybe that was what the balloons were for. What did you do for your birthday?
So my friends, we went to dinner. We went to dinner Saturday night. And then after dinner, we pranced through the puppy lounge. And then
I don't know what the puppy lounge is. Is
pulled
that?
off.
Oh, girl.
We did a little
Okay.
and I don't know. So I grew up in the hood and I'm a little ratchet. I got a little ratchet side to me. So we ended up at Marquette because I wanted to like dance because, you know, in Bulldog, like, you can't really.
You wanted to shake up the bar? You wanted
Yeah.
to shake it up in the bar?
Bar. And my friends, they wanted to shake up the bar too. So
I know. You wanted to shake up the bar.
yeah, so that's what I ended up doing. But yeah, it was my 35th birthday. It was real small and intimate. Like I said, because I've been through so much, like this year has really been like a trying year for me. And to actually,
What made it trying?
just because of the breakup, I was dealing with work related stuff, on my job that had me stressed, you know, finances, feeling like unstable, unhinged. All of that played a factor into how things played out for me this year. Even though I was filming and I looked like I was happy,
Mm.
you will never see.
You had to suffer in silence.
Yeah, yeah. Like I've been such an independent and strong person, and I think like I have to blame my mom for this. Like, I don't show people when I'm down because I feel like when you show people your vulnerable moments and when you're down like that, people will do everything to keep you down, and nobody's there to like pull you up or lift you up, you know. And like I said, I lost friends along the way during that journey. I had a stroke back in August. Um,
Mm. How did that happen? Did the doctors talk to you about that? Was
yeah,
it bad or?
they rent. So I've seen every type of specialist, from radiologists to neurologists to infection and disease specialists, like all these different type of doctors. They don't know. Nobody has the answer to what happened.
Well, let me say this. Sometimes these things happen to remind you that of the shortness of this thing called life, and to so that you can not only people always take the selfish thing about it, which is, oh, that means you're supposed to just live life like it's your last day, live life to the fullest, but that's fleeting. I always say it should also teach you to pour into someone else so that if you die tomorrow, you're carried on. If I just live life for myself and I die, it ends. But if you look at it as this is another day and an opportunity to pour all of those experiences, all of those life lessons, all of that great learning that and things that I've carried or picked up during life into someone else, like you were talking about with your nonprofits, then I can die tomorrow and it will continue to be carried on. And you haven't just been here for no reason, just for your own personal gaining your own personal reason. And that's what I think about when you have those types of situations in life. Because like I said, most people just want to take the selfish route about it. The YOLO, no, that means it's time to give back more. That means it's time to pour more into someone else. I I had someone that said to me as a young boy, I was a teenager, and they said, I was doing a lot. I always did a lot as a child, and I was a teenager, and I was like in 12th grade, and so somebody asked me to do something, and I said, "Listen, I got a lot on my plate. I have a lot going on and a lot on my plate. I just don't have time." And they said to me, I'll give this to you. They said to me, sometimes you have to break a plate.
Mm,
They said, do you know how many times your parents or people around you or people that are responsible for you being here had to break a plate
mm,
just so you could have said plate that you say that you got too much on? And that stuck with me because sometimes, even when you're busy, when you have a lot going on, you shouldn't be afraid to break a plate
mm.
because it is, especially if it's someone that is worth you breaking a plate for. So,
Well said. Because I do feel like sometimes, especially like this past summer, I had a lot on my plate. Like I dealt with so much, and I have a small group of friends, and sometimes like my friends tell me like you don't talk enough. You don't let us know what's going on. It's like, and I respect them for like holding me accountable for that, because like sometimes I do shut down. Sometimes I hold everything in to I'm at a point where I just break, and it's too late. And I feel like that's what happened. Like, I wasn't pouring into anybody else. I was like trying to like tackle everything on my own, and be that person to be there for me, because I've let people use me and abuse me in the past, and now I'm just afraid of like, you know, letting anyone else in because of things that I've dealt with in the past. And it kind of backfired on me, in a sense, because it scared the hell out of me. When I did have the stroke, I was just like, oh, I had a stroke, not even knowing I was having a stroke. And my best friend was there. Thank God they were there to get me to the hospital, because I didn't know I was having a stroke. I've never had a stroke before, didn't even know what that looked like or felt like. And to experience that, I scared myself, and I scared family and friends. And it really opened up my eyes to like bigger and better, like a bigger picture. That's why, I'm really like gonna land my nonprofit. Like, I'm not just saying this. Like, this is something I really felt like, yeah, in my relationship, I used to talk about it. I used to share my ideas with my ex and things like that. Like, I was looking for him to support me, and not getting that. It's like, who do I need to support me? Like, I should be able to like go out here and do things on my own, whether people support me or not, but to depend on somebody else because you have done everything in your power to support them, and the things that they like to do and their entertainment lifestyle and stuff like that. You're there to support them, but nobody's there to support you. So I had to learn it the hard way. And like I said, this was a lesson learned for me, to know that like I'm healthy, and to know that like I felt like God had to like slow me down and shake me, and be like, hey, get it together. Like, this is what you need to be doing. This is what you need to be focused on. I felt like that was my chance to break all chains and break all barriers. So I am in a better space. I've been seeking therapy, and I'm healed. I feel good. I look good. Like I said, it's a blessing to see 35. I've had friends that I went to school with, didn't even see their 30th birthday, So for me to see 35, like, that's big for me. And, I'm so grateful and so thankful for everybody who has like been on this journey with me for these 35 years. Like, it's been, like I said, it's been hard and long, but I finally can see like growth, and I can see a light. I'm not in that tunnel no more. So it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
all right. If there's a season four, there probably will be no production. If there's a season four, are you coming back?
I am. I'm coming back. Okay, of course I'm coming back. I got to show you guys my nonprofit. Like, that's something I'm really, really passionate about. My nonprofit. Also, I do have certain things I want to tackle next year, far as my fashions and stuff like that. I want to be able to show all of that, just to be able to like show people that like I'm just not a pretty face and I'm not just on here being a pretty face. Like I'm out here working, like I'm out here doing what I need to do to build a legacy so that when I am no longer here, my friends, my family, my kids, whoever can carry that on with them, and the people of the world can carry that on to say that Nard did this. Nard had an impact on the community.
Excuse me.
Nard had an impact on the community in Alabama. Nard had an impact on certain individuals or whoever. I want people to be able to stand up at my funeral and say that.
Okay. What would you do differently next season?
Next season, what I would do differently, y'all won't see me get into it with nobody like that. Like that whole physical.
What they all say. That's what they all say.
I promise you,
Until it happens.
I did not want that to happen. I felt
Nobody ever does.
nobody never does, but I let somebody like that get into my head, and I'm a person of respect. You're not gonna disrespect me, and that's what led me to physically put my hands on Malik. Let me say that. I felt disrespected. Not only did I feel disrespected, I felt like people made my relationship a mock, and it wasn't a mock because nobody knew what I was going through at home, So y'all was only pivot to information that I was giving y'all or what y'all actually seen on camera. Y'all didn't know what was going on behind closed doors, or if Nard was happy or if Nard was unhappy. So I say this to anybody. Don't play with people's relationships. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what pain they are enduring in their relationship process. Be respectful to people who are in a relationship. Just because you're not in a relationship, that doesn't give you a reason to be nasty or malicious and feel like you need to take some information back that could possibly stir up some shit and get, you know what I'm saying, put you back in the spotlight. Because that's what I felt like happened. I felt like it was malicious. I felt like what he did was kind of ill and sick, because I wouldn't do that, especially if I knew that somebody had told me something and they told me the truth, and then I spent it to make it seem like it was something more than you had ill intent. And if you wanted to be on the show, you should have just said, "Hey, production, I want to come back."
That's true.
And build your own storyline. Don't use nobody else as your pawn, because I'm not the one. I'm not that person. Like, and like I said, like, people have ill intent, especially if you've replaced somebody and they think that, oh, you may be the next big thing on the show, or they feel like you've taken their spotlight, or whatever the case may be. I didn't come on the show to take nobody's spotlight. If you did what you were supposed to do, you would be here. But like I said, yeah, I'm not gonna put my hands on nobody next season. Like I said, even the girls on the cast, I'm cool with them. I don't have an issue with anybody. It was that one little cockroach. It's always that one that's gonna come in creeping, and then when you step on that motherfucker, that's when they wanna run off.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
But no, I'm not. Like, I don't condone violence. I don't do that. Like, it takes a lot to piss me off. It takes me a lot to get me to that point. And I just felt like with that situation being dragged out every time we got together, that's all I heard. It was weighing heavy on me. And I was like, okay, when I see this person, I need to confront them. I need to ask them some things. We need to clear the air. And however, those were my pure intentions. But just because you come off respectful doesn't mean that person's going to give you that same energy in return. So I let that person disrespect me and push me to that point when I should have been the bigger person to just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna let you do that, you know. But I had to make a statement. I had to let it be known, like, I'm not that person for you to fuck with like that.
What do you want us to know ahead of time? What should I'll be personal and selfish here. What should I know now? Because you know I'm going to review. Now, the people will say I am brutal. I think I'm nice. I will say if I have to put on a face mask, then that means it's probably not going to be good. I'm good for putting on a face mask because I need protection from the people in their fuckery and fuck shit. So, what do we need to know up front about Nard that we should be warned about?
I will say, Teddy, I would just say be prepared. Like, you're not gonna see, people are gonna probably view it and look at me like, oh, you a fucking fool for, you know, putting your relationship on the show, or you stupid for, you know, trusting him. That I feel like my relationship is gonna be like what everybody's gonna be chimed into, just because that's how the mess and drama started. But to you, I just want you to know that whatever you see and however, that's fine, but that's not who I am. And I'm glad you actually got to interview me to get to know me a little bit and know who I am and what I'm about and what I do, versus what you're actually gonna see on camera. Like I said, I did allow someone who's not a main cast member or a cast member at all come in and stir up a lot of shit, and now people are gonna see Nard in a whole different environment, you know. So that's not who I am, and I just want you and the people to know that. But I'm gonna look for the reviews. I mean, people are gonna feel how they feel. I'm not a fool in love. I'm single.
At least not no more.
Not no more.
Well, the show comes out
because I know in the last interview with Jamie, I never cheated. Let's clear that up. I never cheated.
I don't even think we talked about that in the last episode.
It was a question because I watched it. It was a question. I think when you was trying to figure out like who was fucking in the group, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, who fucking? Since you brought it up,
I ain't fucking none of them.
Oh, Blue. You said they're beneath you. They're not at your caliber.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. They said none of them. Now, what they may be doing, that ain't got anything to do with it, but I can only speak for me. And
you was in a relationship, so you wasn't.
No. I was not the one cheating. I don't think nobody was cheating. I was not cheating, you know. You'll see how things play out. It gets interested. The girls wanted their licks back and everything. So you'll see all that.
Production gave me this teaser. I guess I should play this. Hold on.
Rise up. Rise up. You said you want to beat the brakes off of me? I said I wanted to. Don't stand up and let me down.
You guys,
put me down. Don't stand up and put me down.
You're at a 10. I'm going to need both of you guys at a 2.
Bye, anime. So dumbass. Take your cake and eat it too, bitch. Out of here.
Never always about lifting. So leave.
Yes.
So girl, next topic, next game, whatever the fuck we doing. You're this smart than me. Yes, man. Why?
You know, I'm on everybody's side. I don't take sides, so I'm on everybody's side.
I'm not a liar. You don't know me. You a fucking liar. You a liar. You a liar. You a liar. Jesus, you a liar. You a liar.
Mm, mm, mm. You over here throwing hands, sir? You throwing hands?
Listen,
Mm,
I didn't want to be played with, you know.
mm.
And like I said, all the cast members know I came onto the platform
To fight.
not to beef with nobody. I cleared that up. The girls, I'm not on here for the drama and all of that from day
But
one.
you was in the middle of it.
But I got in the middle of it.
But that's why you should come on making declarations. You should come on and just say, listen, I'm here. I understand we have a show to put on, a job to do. Whatever comes, it comes. I'm here and we're gonna do what it do.
But that's but see, first of all, I didn't even know Malik was gonna be coming, like making an appearance this season at all. You know,
Mm.
and he took some information, which you
Mm. You
better,
told us he
and
told the wrong information. Don't worry, we gonna get the list. We got a whole season to
was
break it down, and we will, like only we can over here. Trust me. At some point, you're gonna be upset with me, and that's okay. I invite you. You have an open invitation. You might see an episode come out and know full well, El Teddy, I need to come up and I need to explain some things because the way production edited that ain't quite come out the way
right.
it really was supposed to go.
I know he put his spin on it, but like I said, you know, whatever happens on camera, I can definitely like stand on my own. If I said it, I said it. I'll say it again. You know, if I did it, I did it, and I'll probably do it again.
Mm. Well, we gonna bring you back. We'll make sure we give you a chance to expound on things and talk on things further.
Excited for the reunion. I'm excited for all of this. Like, I'm excited.
Uh, I was at the last reunion. It was a lot of fun. We had fun at the last reunion.
Well, we're gonna make sure you get the VIP invite to this reunion. You need to be sitting up front and close.
Well, the last reunion, I hosted the pre-reunion party or pre-reunion special or whatnot. And then I was just because there was a lot of cameras in production, so I was just in the back, just doing what I do. But we'll see. I told production, you got to invite some of us to come up who really know the show to come up and really ask the real questions because we'll see. Anyway, I have enjoyed you today, sir. I am glad you come in. You are on here, and you have answered those questions. I hope you enjoyed yourself. We enjoyed you.
I did. I want everybody to stream everything, real life and reality. Subscribe, share, comment, like.
Hey, everybody in the chat too. There's a lot of people came through the
Yeah,
chat. Hey, say hey, mother. Hey, Spiller boy. Production came through. Lovely 31 Darion running his mouth. Jason, Lovely 31 Blueprint. It's been people in and about the chat. You see, production had to come on, let people know.
yes. Follow everything real life reality. We have a first look event coming up December 30th. You guys make sure you
Fight
guys
the original.
yes, make sure you guys are there. There's gonna be a panel, music. It's gonna be a vibe. You guys don't want to miss it. It's definitely free. Just head
I
over to
was gonna come, but that's my birthday weekend, and
oh my god, you still should come out. We can
I'll
celebrate
be
you.
traveling. It's my birthday weekend.
But yeah, you guys can get free tickets. You can go to the link on Real Life Reality Instagram page. We've been sharing the link, the cast. Get your free tickets. It's not too late. It's definitely going to be an event that you want to be at. The show is actually going to air, I think, December 28th. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah. Oh, and tonight we are stepping out tonight. The main cast members, we are going to R&B Monday karaoke. I think it's on Beaufort Highway.
I ain't getting no invite to this karaoke. Fine, I ain't going.
Hey, you guys, if you're not doing anything, please come out and meet the cast of Real Life and Philanthropy tonight at R&B Monday karaoke. I think the promoter is Lamar. He's
Hey,
also
Jamie.
Yes, he's also celebrating his birthday. Lamar
So
celebrating
today's Jamie's birthday?
Lamar.
Oh, Lamar. Okay.
Celebrating his birthday tonight as well. So yeah, if you guys are not doing anything, please come out tonight. Have a drink or two with us. We'll be in the building. But yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, sir, it has been a pleasure. Let me say my pleasantries before we go backstage. I'm sure production will join us backstage. She likes to come on the after party. We're going to the after party, y'all. But as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They help spruce up the place and stuff. They're much obliged, much appreciated. Thank you so much. Mother says your energy is infectious. He likes your energy.
Thank you. I told you, Teddy, I'm not an asshole. I'm not the person.
I didn't say you was. That's what the
No, but I just want you to know that, like, I'm not the person that these people are gonna make it seem like I am on the show. Like, I'm not that. But yeah,
Okay.
everybody tune in. Season 3 is here, and yeah, we ready. We lit.
Okay. Well, y'all, we about to go backstage and have a good time. Until next time, that's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. We out.
Out.